Alright guys, before we get into the video, I'm going to talk to you yet again about futtrading.co.uk. Thank you to everyone that continues to subscribe and support our content. It means the world to us. You guys know we work very hard on the website. You make a lot of coins, but without you guys, we don't have a website. So thank you very much for that. We're working on another big giveaway this month, and hopefully we'll have details of that in the coming days for you guys. But just so you know, £10 a month gets you access to Tier 1 perks, which is buying and selling prices for icons, specials, and silvers, as well as Thursday flips. They bang all the time, a lot of coins to be made. And with Tier 2, you get all the Tier 1, plus CHEM style filters, plus live filters, and we're adding UCL cards to that as well. PC prices have now been added, and we're continuing to add more PC features in the coming days and weeks. So make sure you check out futtrading.co.uk. You'll make millions as simplistically as anything. But for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, make sure you do subscribe down below. And it's never been more important because today is a day that we run the giveaway for this account. Those of you that watch the channel all the time will know I've been trading on a brand new account all week, and we're at 2.73 million coins on the account. One of you guys is going to win this account. It doesn't matter if you're on PlayStation, you know what you can do with it. It is an Xbox account. But you have to be subscribed to win, and you have to comment down below Fuzzball40. That is how you win this account, by commenting down below Fuzzball40 on this video. It's as simple as that. It's my way of saying thank you to you guys for the ridiculous amount of support I've had. We're at 2.7 million coins being given away. So you guys make sure you comment down below. And yeah, one of you will be picked at random, probably live on stream, so you know it's all done legitimately. One of you will be picked at random to win this account. I've had great fun doing it. I've loved doing it. But it's time for one of you guys to have it. So yeah, that's what you need to do in order to win the account. But you do get 3 videos a day on this channel. The morning is League SBC Method to Glory. That is me showing you guys how to craft players and packs for free. No FIFA points needed whatsoever. The evening video is a trading video, and it's going to be a brand new series starting tomorrow. I've gone out and bought a team on my main account, which I'll show you in a second. And essentially, I'm going to be trading from scratch to a prime icon. The thought process we had on stream was either Eusebio or Cruyff, but it might be Hullet as well if you guys wouldn't mind seeing Hullet. We could do one of those ones there. So let me know down below as well who you guys want to see. We'll go over it. I'll probably ask you guys on stream, and we can start with that on Monday morning, ideally. But today's video is the most important video out of all of them for you guys this week, and it's how you make 1 million coins on FIFA this week, and it is not clickbait. I'm going to show you guys all the methods that I used to do it in 4 days, but I'm going to give you more details. So if you're a website subscriber, this will be hella effective for you guys because all the prices are there for you already. If you're not a website subscriber, I'm going to try and give you guys a load of filters and a load of different ways that you guys can do it, and we're going to do it budget by budget, starting from low budget all the way up to high budget. And basically me showing you guys what you need to be doing to get the most out of this week. So we're going to have budgets on there, but we're also going to have times. Different times in the week, you can do different things to increase your the coins you make and increase the trading profit that you make across different things that will happen this week. And so without further ado, we're going to get into it. We're going to start by talking about 0 to 200k, and that is coin farming. Alright guys, so before we get into it, I do want to show you my team that we have now built. This is what we're running with for now, playing 5-3-2. I know some of you don't like that, but I want to do elite in FUT champs, so I'm going to sort of submit to the meta. Marquinhos drops into a 5-back, and then Aouar, Kimmich, and Mateus in the midfield with Lewandowski and Mbappe, and we're going to try and trade to another player. So I'm thinking either Hullet to replace Aouar or Eusebio to replace Mbappe. You guys let me know what you think. But we're going to start by talking about 0 to 200k, and that is coin farming. Now, what do we mean by coin farming? Coin farming is simplistically getting your coin total up as quickly as possible using methods essentially that are little profit, but they add up over time. So essentially what you want to be thinking about with coin farming is where the demand on the game is at. And the main demand at the moment on the game is currently with silver cards for League SBCs, bronze cards to some degree of League SBCs. But what we're expecting to see this week is upgrade packs, and that will increase the price of non-rare and rare golds. And it's a really simplistic way to trade in its most basic form. So essentially what you want to do to coin farm is go to transfer market, and you want to just search basically across filters that are relatively in demand. So for me, I'd be looking at the major leagues because they've got League SBCs, or any minor league that's got a League SBC. That's where I'd be putting myself. For the major leagues, you can literally simplistically go bronze, basic, Premier League, and search what the minimum is they're selling for, which at the moment is 550, 600 coins. And you can compare price back out and pick up anything that drops below that price, or the more effective way, in my opinion, which is to bid on every card that comes up. Now, bluntly, the Premier League is the most competitive of this. I personally wouldn't go for the Premier League myself. I would go for one of the other major leagues, or I'd go for a minor league. Now, if you're looking at minor leagues, then realistically you want to be looking at bronze rares, make sure it's on basic. But let's say we went to, like, I don't know, the Eredivisie as an example. We'll go to the Eredivisie, and we'll check what they're selling for as a basic, which would probably be about 200 coins, which is there. There's not that many for 200 coins, so you can see that no matter what happens, whatever you pick up at 150 or below, or we can't go below, but 150 is going to be profit. And then you want to throw a bid on absolutely everything you see here. So we'll throw a bid on this, throw a bid on this. And basically, some of these cards will literally be 50 coins profit. Some will be 300 coins profit. Every now and then you'll get one that is like 1,000 coins profit. And you want to keep repeating that process, filling up your transfer list with cards and your transfer targets. Sell them, repeat process. Sell them, repeat process. Now, I did a test of this a few days ago to see how long it took me to make 200k, and it took me about 3 hours in total to get the players that would make me 200k in over time. Doesn't mean I got them sold in that time, I didn't. But it meant it took me about 3 hours to get enough players picked up, because a lot of them I sent to club as backups on the transfer targets on the transfer list. But that's with bronzes. Now, if you look at silver rares, they're a bit more competitive, but the profits can be a lot bigger. So if you look at the Eredivisie, for example, we'll check what the minimum they're selling for is. So we've got 400 there. Let's see if we've got anything for 250. Nothing there. 300. So for like the minor leagues, I without a doubt would look at silver rares, not silvers. Silver rares are the minimum you want to look at. You know 300 is the minimum you're going to get. So you can throw a bid on pretty much everything here and guarantee yourself a profit no matter what happens, because you know the minimum they're selling for is actually 350 because there was only one card for 300 coins on there. So you can keep coin farming these cards. And as you pick them up, bit by bit you check them. Now, what I'm going to show you is to go transfer targets. And let's clear off those guys we bought. So this guy I've just bought here. This guy's now going to end. Once you buy them, once they're there, you then check what they're actually selling for on the market. It may take more than one relisting. But Ramsdale here, for example, or Goodman is his name. He's selling for 550 at the moment. So I'll go and relist him on. And I'll list him up for 500 coins. And he will sell with 1 or 2 relistings without fail. It won't be hard. He'll definitely go. And the same thing is applied to every single card you see here. But when they're on your transfer targets, you can check what they're actually selling for. And this is more pertinent for silvers. Because, for example, say you were to stick yourself and say, I'm only bidding 300 coins on his Ramsdale. But then when you actually see that he's selling for 800 coins, you could have gone a bit higher and made yourself a bit more profit. Do not sit there bidding on a filter that is busy for people. It is a complete and utter waste of time. You don't want to do that. If it's a busy filter, move on, find another. For major leagues, it's very, very easy. You can use any filter. It's silver. Like, don't need to be silver rare. You can literally, for the major leagues, go Premier League, silver, basic, chem style. Always do basic. It removes goalkeepers. It's very important you do that. And again, so 700 coins minimum on the silvers for the Premier League. So again, I can go 600 here. No matter what happens, I can't make a loss and I can bid on them. And I fill my transfer pile up. And that's basically how you coin farm with players. It's relatively simplistic. It's relatively easy. But it's very, very quick to build your coins up. It's boring, not going to lie to you. It's a grind. But the first 200k you make on an account is the hardest 200k to make without fail. It is very, very difficult to make the first 200. Once you make that, you start flying. Now, moving away from players, what else can we be doing? Simplistically, consumables. And I've shown you this before and I'll show you it again. A lot of consumables have a lot of value on this game. And specifically, we're talking about chemistry styles. So, A1 Marky, thank you for the follow. We're talking about chemistry styles, so we're talking about anchors, hunters, shadows. They have the most value on this game in terms of chemistry styles, realistically. We're talking about cam to CMs, CDM to CM. All you've got to do is go around the look. So I've just given you 5 straight away that you can go and use. And what you want to do again, let's say we've got shadow, is check what the shadows are actually selling for at the moment. Which is, what, 2008 probably, something like that. 2,900 coins is the cheapest one on the market at the moment. So realistically, 3,000 coins is where they're at as a market price. And again, you can snipe them, but that's a waste of time in my opinion. Again, flip your filter around and bid. Bid on all the shadows that come up and see what happens as you go. Now, if you find that shadows are busy, move to hunters. If you find they're busy, move to anchors. The profit on anchors might be lower, but it'll be quieter. Move to catalyst. Move to position changes. That's how you go about making coins. When a lot of you watch my videos, you just sit there and go, he showed me that, I'm only going to do that one. It ain't going to work. Everyone's going to see the same one. I'm giving you guys examples of what you can be using. You have to use your brain to engage that and do it more yourself. However, there's something else to be thought of with here as well. Do not rush to sell these cards too quickly. The reason why consumables are good is you can store them in your club for longer. But if EA release an SBC, for example, that Bruno Guimaraes card they brought out, CDM to CMs, if I show you them now. If you remember the video I brought out last week, CDM to CMs on this game were about 2,400 coins. They're now 4,000 coins. And the reason for that is that Gamarish came out, loads of people did that card and went to convert into centre mid or cam or whatever it was. And so CDM to CM saw a massive, massive spike. So if you're buying them low enough, there is no harm in holding these cards whatsoever. If you're trying to coin boost at the beginning, I wouldn't bother. I would just go and sell them and make your profit. But later on, once you've got your 200k, these methods still work. And it's so important you understand that. Don't just go, right, I'm not doing that method ever again. Continue doing that method alongside other methods. But that is basically how to coin farm on this game. Loads of examples there for you guys to use. We're now going to get into about 2 to 400k and what you should be doing. I will be right back. Alright guys, so now we're talking about 200 to 400k. So, like I say, continue coin farming. There's no reason not to coin farm. Once you've got 200k in your bank, you can start to be a bit more choosy about the profits you're taking and what you're going with. And the two best methods, in my opinion, between 2 to 400k are silver cards and gold chem styles. Silver cards I've shown you a million one times before. I will leave the link down below to give you some more filters on there. There's a lot more filters in the video than I can show you right now. But essentially, silver card demand comes from League SBCs. And what you're looking to do is to flip cards that have a demand because they're used for League SBCs. Now, I'm going to get up Footbin, and I've shown you it before, but I'm going to show you it one more time right now. In terms of how you go about finding filters that are silver good, like silver heavy, good silver filters. So, here we are on Footbin. Players. FIFA 21 players, FIFA 21 leagues, whatever you want to do. I would start off at FIFA 21 leagues, and we'll look at the Bundesliga. Bundesliga comes up, and it shows you clubs. And what I would do is open up some of the clubs without being blunt that you've probably never heard of before. Not all of these, some of them I've heard of course I have, but if you haven't, then that's where you start. And you open them up, and you just go and see what they're looking like. And so for these ones here, what you're looking for is positions that haven't got gold cards in them, or a centre-back that's only got one centre-back. So for example, if you're looking at Freiburg here, they have got one gold centre-back, a left-back, a right-back, but they haven't got a gold centre-back. So the centre-backs tend to hold a little bit of price. They're quite good cards to flip. If we look at Bielefeld, they've only got a striker and a keeper that are gold. Everyone else is silver. They're going to be silver heavy. All you've got to do is check where the silver cards fall in terms of their League SBC positions. So you don't really want to be buying right backs and left backs if the League SBC does not require them. Mainz, for example, a really good one. They only have one gold centre back, so you know you need more centre backs than that. They all hold a very high value for that. Saint Just as well. If you guys are ever doing Mainz, this guy pops at like 2,000 coins all the time, and he's extremely expensive because it's a centre back with 85 pace for silver stars. He goes crazy every single time. And if we look at like Union Berlin, again, a cam, a right back, a centre back, a striker. So centre mids for them get quite expensive. Left back's expensive, centre back's expensive. And that is how you go about finding expensive silver filters. Now the way that we trade with them, let's go and show you, for example. We'll go and look at some of those filters and we'll look at Bundesliga. What we want to do is you want to go to the filter, and when you don't get silver supply, so at 6 PM every day, you will see if we get silver supply or not. If there's a daily SBC that has an election pack that's tradable, that is silver supply. If there is a player SBC that has election packs or silver packs as part of it, that is silver supply. If there's none of that, there is no silver supply. And all you are looking to do is to check what the cards are currently selling for and pick up any undercuts whatsoever that you can then flip on for profit. So if we look at Union Berlin right now, nothing there that I'm too interested in. Let's have a little look just to be sure. Nothing there that I care about. Defender. So they're a little lower at the moment, so we'll just check and see what we've got here. Down to 1.7 on the right back. So we've got two right backs at 1.7, they're not a good buy. 1.9. Nothing there that I'm that bothered about again. So we move to midfielder instead. We'll have a little look at midfielder, 2,900, 2,800. Is there any undercut here? No real undercut there. So if there was one there for like 2,000, I would list it back for 2,700. Then forward on that, we'll go to... Let's have a look at Mainz centre backs and see what they're looking like. As you can see, they are extreme. What has happened to Mainz centre backs? Wow. 4.5k at the moment. This is why it's so OP, because when you pick up these players at that price, very easy make profit. Let me just quickly go and see if there's any more Bielefeld midfielders. And again, this is 2 or 3 filters out of about 1,000 that we've got on the website. Let me just quickly flip back. So there's 2,300 there for that cam. You need a cam for Bielefeld. So that 2,300 was a buy, so you could have bought that if I'd have known that that was sitting there like that. Nothing there that I'm that interested in. And then what I can do is I'm like, okay, cool, there's no real good deals here. I can then flip my filter again. And I can go back to bidding. And I can go back to bidding on these cards left, right and centre. All the way through and fill up my transfer pile. But I'm targeting my buys. I know that Bielefeld centre-backs or CDMs, CMs are 2,000 something coins. It allows me to be a bit more accurate in my pricing and allow for more profit overall. Rather than just spreading my bets among nothing. Again, and then you can flick to another league now. Let's look to Serie A, Benevento. I've shown you guys this before. We've got defenders. Let's just search that up again. 2,400, so nothing that I'm that interested in there. Midfielders. Nothing there. Too interested in. Silvers are flying at the moment. Wow. These are up high. Platoon, defender. These are all the filters that I know, so if you wonder how I know them, they're on the site, they're on the website there. So there's another cup there, we can pick him up. And again, I can put him back up for 1,700, he will eventually sell. And the reason why silvers are great at the moment is because the market's only going one way, and that is up. So if you don't sell them straight away, hold, they will rise. But that's basically what you can do. You can bid and buy silvers, but in a more accurate way, so you know which teams to target, which teams have value, and which teams not to. Then we talk about gold chem styles, and I've shown you this before. Again, I'll leave a link down to a video for you guys so you can really get into detail with it. But gold chem style trading, what we mean by that is essentially when we sell gold cards, when you look, anyone looks on Footbin at what a card is selling for, they see, for example, Manolas. Let's give you an example of Manolas. They will see Manolas selling for, what is it, like 4,000 coins maybe? So Manolas is 4,400 coins, okay? So if someone sees that, they list their card up for 4,400 coins to get him sold. Again, what they don't realise is that Manolas with Shadow is probably a bit more expensive than that. In fact, he's hella more expensive than that. Manolas with Shadow is actually going for 7,200. There's nearly 3,000 coin gap between Manolas with a Shadow and Manolas without a Shadow. And again, the same thing applies for those that are attackers with or without hunters, or midfielders with Shadows and with hunters. So what we can do is we're now armed with that knowledge. The Manolas sells, so we're selling for 7,200 with a Shadow. We can then go either snipe him, or again, we can go and bid on him. And we can bid him up as much as we want to know that even if we get him for about 5,000 coins, we're making 2,000 coins profit per card. And you can do this across multiple cards. Really, where your main money is cards rated 83 rated or lower. If you want to like wait a second right now, get a pen and paper and pause this video, I will run through a list of players that are very good to do this with. Starting with Manolas, Teo Hernandez, Zakaria, Lema, Llorente, Fred, Wan-Bissaka, Gabriel Jesus, Rodrigo, and we'll give you one more. But who can I go with? Malqui, the Napoli right back. They're some of the most effective ones to do that with. Once you start getting an idea of what these cards sell for with Shadows and Hunters, you start to really easily pick this up, and you can control 2 or 3 filters at a time. You can flip between Manolas and be like, hey, cool, has he got any that come up on the market? No. Let me go to Llorente, for example. And again, on the website, we have this. We have literally, I don't know the last count, but I think there's 80 of these players that we know do very well. Then we can flick to Zakaria, for example, and see what he's doing. Let's say, okay, cool, he's at 4,500, give or take. And again, while I'm here, I'll just flip the filter, see if there's any on bid. And you start to get quick at it, and you start to throw bids down and go, okay, cool, this is where I'm making my profit from. And it's very, very easy. And this time, rather than getting yourself the 100, 200, 300 coin profit that you were getting coin farming, you're now getting something in the region of 1 to 2 to 3,000 coins profit per card with gold chem styles. Once you've spent up on those, you then go back to coin farming and get your coins up to 10, 15, 20k, put that back into more of these and coin farm again. So that's basically how you get to 400k. Next, we're going to talk about 400 to 600 and really more the sort of 2 or 3 methods that you need to do throughout the week. We're going to talk more about the weekly stuff you need to think about, whereby we're looking at mass investing and holding cards for a bit longer. And so we're going to get into that. I will be right back. Alright guys, so I want to quickly show you with the coin farming. This is exactly what happens with the coin farming. You pick a lot of cards up. Some you'll make, some you won't. It's not the end of the world. But again, once you picked up the cards from coin farming, you want to compare price on each of these. So there's Ramsdale, for example, again. We picked him up for, was it 150? 300 we picked him up for. He's selling for 800 coins. We'll flip him on. This Evgen, is that how you pronounce his name? Again, selling for 800 coins at the moment. We picked him up for 300 coins again. So another 800. So we're more than doubling our coins on him. Congolo, you guys saw me pick these cards up in the space of like 5 minutes. It doesn't take a lot. Some will make you a lot of profit, some won't. Reiner here, for example, 800 coins again, looks like it is. Paid 300 for him. Flip him on. And so on, so on, so on, so on. And you basically list them all up. I'll put them up here for now. and you make yourself profit. That's how easy coin farming is. Like your coins will really, really boost very, very quickly for doing it. But let's talk about, I want to talk about things about coming in the week, but I also want to talk to you about how you trade within the week. So, the two other major things that you want to be doing this week are mass investing in silvers, which I'll explain in a minute, and special card trading. Once you get to 400k, between 4 to 600k, you can start special card trading. But as a basic rule, don't trade with anything more than 10% of your coin value. So if you've got 500k, your buy should be no more than 50,000 coins. With chem style trading or special trading, whatever you want to call it, basically it's the exact same thing as gold chem styles, but we're using special cards instead. The reason why this is more effective, in my opinion, at that budget is because like special cards have a limited supply. So once they get bought off the market, they tend to rise overnight. I've shown you this before. Again, I will leave the video down below for you. But essentially, if you're on the website, you don't need to worry about what I'm about to say too much. If you're not a website subscriber, you want to have FUTWIZ up at this point, which I'll get up for you now. Let's get FUTWIZ up. And what you want to do is you want to set a filter up. So I'm going to set up at the moment at 10, 20, 30 because it's a filter that I like. But there's other filters which I'll show you in a second. And I'm going to go Hunter this time. What you're looking to do is to buy special cards with an undercut from their market value with a chem style. So let's say theoretically, Lautaro Martinez pops at 90,000 coins. He normally sells for 96,000 coins. I've got a 6,000 coin undercut there, but I've also got value if he's got Hunter on him. That means I pick up a bit more value from him and make profit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to search here. And I'm going to go to the end here. I'm going to look at this Alejandro Gomez, for example. So I'm going to go Gomez on Futbin. Normally I'd be using the website. Alejandro Gomez at the moment is 99,000 coins. So that one's gone. But again, I know that there straight away. I now know he's a buy. If I buy him at 91,000 coins, he's a buy because at the moment he's at 99,000. And then again, I'll research again and come back onto it. Now, there is a refresh filter, which I'll show you in a second. But again, I prefer this filter at the moment. So then again, I'll look at Mahrez. And I'll go, okay, cool, 86 Mahrez. And I start to get a picture in my head of what these cards are selling for. So right now, Mahrez is on the market for 97,000 coins. So I have no interest in that Mahrez. And I'll search again one more time on Hunter again. There's nothing here that I'm really that interested in. So then I'll flick. And I'll go Shadow. And I'll change. And I'll go, okay, cool, let me just get this ready on FUTWIZ. On the website, these prices are there for you already. You haven't got to worry. But I'll just check Torreira, because it's at the end. I wanted to see what he's selling for, so I've got an idea in my head. Torreira's currently going for 72,000 coins, so we know that's already had the shadow allowed for. So I'm not that interested in that. And I'll compare again. I'll come back out again. There's a Sanson there. So nothing there that I'm too interested in. So if the filter's dead, I'll change my mind. I'll go, okay, cool. This is the refresh filter. And what we do on this one is we want to search it, and we want to get to the 59th minute. Now, you only want one card over the hour, i.e. this already, otherwise it will not bring up new cards. If there's more than one over the hour, you either need to bid on that card to remove him from the filter, or you need to buy, increase your buy now here to remove it. So let's say, for example, past that already, there was a special card with 20,000 coins, I'd need to make my min buy now 20,750, just to remove it. But we'll search it this way. And again, what you can do here is compare price back out. So we're going to check the price as Kunde, so I've got an idea of where he's at the moment. So Kunde right now is 65,000, so that's not a good deal. Dumfries, again, even if I'm not buying these cards, I'm getting an idea of what they're selling for. So at the moment, Dumfries at 45,000. So I never if it pops at 40k for him, it's a buy. So Alan, Kamara, we'll look at and see what he's selling for. I'm sure it's about 35 because it usually is. He's at 37 at the moment. So I could buy this Kamara because he's at 37. I'd probably want a little bit lower. There's a 33 there, which is an undercut, so I'm not interested in that one at all. And again, we keep compare pricing backing out and see if we get anything. And if something pops as a good deal, then we'll do that. So what I'm going to go and do now is go away, show you a card when it pops up, show you what it's selling for on FUTWIZ, so you've got an idea of what an undercut is and what I'm going to sell it for. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so literally took me about 30 seconds, and this Nani is what we've gone and bought. 25,000 coins on him. Now, let me show you FUTWIZ for those of you that don't have it. This is obviously a very good deal. Nani selling for 30,000 coins 35 minutes ago, even if you allow for the fact the market might have changed a little bit. We picked him up for 25,000 coins with a Hunter on him. So you know there's a 5,000 coin undercut there. We know that we can probably get about 31 for him, which is great. That's not bad at all. But moreover with this Nani, the good thing about this Nani is he also has a position change that makes him more expensive. If he's a cam or a CM to striker, or if your striker is in CM, you can add a premium for them to a degree. What I'm going to do, because it's Sunday, is list this up for 31,000 just to get it going. I don't want to hold on to it for too long. But the important thing to know about specials is if they do not sell straight away, do not panic. During Weekend League, it can be a bit iffy because the market's up and down. But during the week, when you might start doing this sort of method, the market's usually quietest on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, even Wednesday to a certain degree. So picking up cards can be hard. and selling cards can be hard. But as the week progresses, more people play the game, the market rises into Weekend League, a lot of these cards will sell. That isn't me saying to you hold them for 4 days. If sometimes you won't make a profit on a card, it will dip and there's nothing you can do, you have to get out of it. But a lot of the time, if you just held for another 12 hours or overnight listed it, then you would have made more coins from it without fail. But that's how you want to be sort of buying them, picking them up, as I've just shown you with the filters. Again, overnight, the market tends to always rise. So if you don't sell it during the day, list it overnight. List it for 1 hour at a time when you're on the game, then list it overnight outside of that. But what we also need to talk about now is these are simple methods that build your coins up. So we coin farm, and then we gold chem style, and then we silver trade, and then we special card trade, and that's great. But what you can also be doing is placing your coins in different places depending on what the content is for the week. So we'll start with tonight. Squad battle rewards come out tonight, and there are 2 things to think about here. Number 1, we get silvers as part of squad battle rewards. Silvers take a very, very temporary hit at midnight when squad battle rewards first drop. If you buy it at midnight, I can guarantee you by 9 AM tomorrow morning you have big profit on your silvers, because they tend to crash for about 2 hours and bounce back. So now, using the silver filters I've just shown you, using the silver filters that are on the video down below, and the silver filters on the website, you can very easily make yourself 100k from a 100k spend. It's that simplistic. All you've got to do is check the prices before midnight and then sell it after that. However, the real play with squad battle rewards are gold chem styles and fodder. Fodder, we're talking low-end fodder, so we're talking the 81, 82 rated fodder like Marcus Alonso, he does very well. Ginter does very well during squad battle rewards. Maguire does very well. Those random 81, 82, sometimes 83 rated cards that are used for SBCs do extremely well during squad battle rewards. What you want to do before squad battle rewards is check what they're currently selling for and buy them once they come down. You then sell them back when they're needed for an SBC, but usually by about 10 AM on Monday, they've already bounced back in price and you're making between 500 to 1,000 coins profit per card. Next thing to think about is Wednesday. Wednesday I'll be bringing out a video on it anyway, but Thursday flips. I would be monitoring the market quite hard this week. It looks like it's taken a bit of a hit in the last 24 hours, and I think the market's only going to rise into next weekend league. I've been looking at Varane because he's getting a team of the week, and no one really seems to be buying into him just yet. But you won't be looking at meta gold cards and those sort of cards. Now, I'm going to go over that in detail with you this week. And again, if you're a website subscriber, you guys know by now, we put the flips on there. I think a few of you made nearly 1 million coins this week, so GG's on that one. And then Thursday is all about mass investment in silvers. So those filters that you learn, if you go onto Footbin and you go on to, I don't know, whatever league it is you want to look at, Serie A, those filters that you learn and you learn to trade with this week, you can then basically check the price of those cards before marquee matchups on Thursday. When we get supply on Thursday for marquee matchups, you can then buy into them for a 40 to 50% drop, hold them, and they will rise exponentially for the next few days, and you can sell them on for profit. So let's sum it up. First, 0 to 200k is all coin farming. You've just seen me do it. It's hella effective. It works very, very well. 200 to 400k should be gold, chem styles, and silvers. That is the most effective way to make coins, but you should also be coin farming at the same time. It is no use you getting loads of cards, having 10k sitting on your account and doing nothing with that 10k. If you want to make $1 million in a week, you've got to work hard at it. So when you're doing your gold, chem styles and waiting for those to sell, and you're waiting for your silver to sell, go back to your gold farming and your coin farming. Make your coins from that as you're continuing to make coins from other bits and bobs. You've got 3 methods on the go then at once, and it builds up very quickly. 400k to 600k, you can start looking at special cards, but I look to only trade with 10% of your balance. So if you've got a 400k in your account, only buy specials that are 400k and below. It's more effective that way. Again, if you go and spend 350k, you're left with 50k, go back to silver trading at the same time. Go back to coin farming, go back to gold chem styles. Never leave stuff sitting there and always have stuff listed overnight. And then 600k plus, be doing the higher end chem styles. Thank you for the follow. 600k plus, be doing the higher end chem styles, so more expensive cards, mass investing in silvers, mass investing in fodder, all those sort of things that will see you then be able to be instant profit trading and long-term hold trading. By next Sunday, there is no reason why following these tips, you cannot have made 1 million coins without fail. You guys saw me do it in 4 days. I'm sure you guys can do it in 7 days. Alright guys, and another quick interjection because I like to show you this stuff working. As you can see, that Nani has sold for 31k like I said he would. And the guy that I bought in terms of flipping, he's sold. And some of these guys have started to go already. Well, one of the coin farming cards has already gone already. So I wanted to show you that, I like to show you these methods working, not just go and do this and whatever. So yeah, I'm going to try and fit this into the video somehow, but I'll be right back. But that is the end of the video. Like I say, make sure you comment down below, Fuzzball40, if you want a chance to win the other account we've just been trading on. There is 2.7 million coins on there, so make it happen. Check out futtrading.co.uk if you want to make your trading life easier. All the buying and selling prices, all the filters you've seen in this video are on that website. People making millions every single week. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like. But for now, I am out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.